It's amazing to know that you can never exhaust the Bible. And the more you read it, the more you learn, and the more you embrace it, the more it impacts your life. Y- Yesterday, something occurred to me for the very first time, or a question just crossed my mind for the very first time from a particular verse that I was reading, even though I've read it a couple of times more, 1,000 times, right? And it was the story of Jacob's children going back to Egypt to go not only buy food, but also to rescue their brother Judah that had been imprisoned by their other brother Joseph, who they didn't know at the time because, of course, they had lied to their father that he had been killed and they sold him into slavery. And when Joseph saw his brothers again, he decided to test whether their heart was in the right place. But we're not talking about Joseph today, we're talking about Jacob. Now, it just occurred to me, if you had lost a son, and then this stranger that you do not know is asking you to bring the other beloved son that you have, would you not be hesitant? I would be very hesitant. I would be like, no, that's not going to happen. But there was an interesting lesson that Jacob had to teach his children. First and foremost, this man ensured that his children were responsible for purchasing food for the house. He was a wealthy man. Remember, this was in the time of famine, and he still had enough to send 11 kids to go buy food. And not only that, when they were going the second time, he paid for the first one. So he had enough in his reserve to pay for 2 rounds of food. This man was wealthy. And he wasn't just wealthy in money and material, he had servants. Why didn't he, Jacob, send servants to go buy food? But he understood that his children need to be responsible. Like, we know that it's a very popular culture now where wealthy kids don't do anything because they have servants, they have chefs, they have gardeners, and all that. But it was different. He made them understand you are responsible because you're going to be in charge of my wealth when I'm gone. You have to know how to handle it. So the kids went to the land. And when they had to go back, he made them understand that he trusted God enough to bring them back safely. Not just Reuben, but also to bring Judah. And there's one thing he said in Genesis 43. I'm going to read 14. No, let me start from 13. He says, take your brother, that was Benjamin that he had been reluctant to send before. He said, take your brother also and arise, go back to this man, which was Joseph. He didn't know that. May God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may release your other brother and Benjamin. If I bereave, I am bereaved. Like, you can go. Whatever God allows to happen, I trust him enough. This just echoes the word of Esther when she said, if I perish, I perish. Like, let me go face the king. Whatever happened, God is in charge. Now, Jacob did not teach his kids about God only. He lived the life. He made them understand that this is my God, and my God is able to deliver, and he can deliver you also. Parents, kids are watching you. And whoever you are as a Christian, everybody's watching.